2020, Deborah Rohani Choli Chan.
If it pleases Yang Arif, I'm Lilliput appearing for the petitioner. My learned friend, Sapian Tamiza bin Muhammad Tajuddin, is appearing for on behalf of the State Attorney General Chambers. And my learned friend, Sabit Singh Khaira, is appearing for on behalf of the Advocates Association of Sarawak.
May I please, Yang Arif?
Today, this morning is fixed for the hearing of the petitioner's petition for enrollment as an advocate of the High Court in Sabah and Sarawak. Yang Arif, before I proceed to introduce the petitioner, I will need the court indulgence to address a minor housekeeping matter with regards to the petition. The petitioner has filed two amended petitions. One is dated 16th of March 2021, enclosure 15, and subsequently another amended petition dated 31st of March 2021, enclosure 17. Now, both the contents are exactly the same, except that the exhibits were inadvertently omitted from enclosure 17. There was due to urgency of the matter and due to shortage of time to get the amended petition filed and served. So I would urge the court to regard all the exhibits that were filed with enclosure 15 to be considered to be part and parcel of enclosure 17.
Which one is correct now? Which version is the correct one?
The enclosure 15, the first amended petition, is intact with all the exhibits.
Not enclosure 17?
17, yes, the exhibits are omitted. So we can use, so both the contents are exactly the same, except for the date of endorsement on the front page of the petition.
I should disregard the latest one, instead the former one, is it?
I stand guided by your lordship.
All right. Okay. Yeah, you may proceed now. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Yang Arif. May the amended petition be taken and as read by Yang Arif?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yang Arif, the petitioner is a Malaysian, born and brought up in Miri. And the petitioner has graduated from the Victoria University of Wellington in New Zealand with a degree of Bachelor of Laws. And the petitioner has on the 19th of October 2012 been admitted and enrolled as an advocate of the High Court of New Zealand. The petitioner had also been conferred with a certificate of legal practice on the 22nd of December 2015 by the Legal Profession Qualifying Board of Malaysia. And subsequently, the petitioner was on the 29th of November 2016 admitted and enrolled as an advocate of the High Court of Malaya. The petitioner has commenced her pupillage in my chambers for more than 6 months and also has been granted exemption of 6 months chambering by way of court order dated 22nd November 2019. So she has satisfied the chambering requirements. The petitioner has not been adjudged a bankrupt or been disbarred or been convicted of any disciplinary or criminal proceedings in Malaysia or in any part of the Commonwealth. The petitioner is qualified and has satisfied all the requirements of the Advocates Ordinance and the rules, and is a fit and proper person to be admitted and enrolled as an advocate of the High Court in Sabah and Sarawak. There will be no objections from my other learned friends.
Yeah.
And Yang Arif, I I just want to add a bit that today I stand as a proud mother in this court to move the admission of my daughter. And we're happy that she has chosen this noble profession for her growth and development. Thank you, Yang Arif.
Tuan Sufyan.
Yang Arif, I confirm that we have no objection to the petition.
Yang Arif, there's no objection from the Advocate Association as well.
On the materials before me, I am satisfied that the petitioner is a fit and proper person to be admitted to the roles of Advocate of High Court in Sabah and Sarawak in the state of Sarawak upon payment of the prescribed fees.
Very much obliged, Yang Arif.
Much obliged, madam.
Probing session.
If it pleases my lord, I will now root myself.
YBG case undertaking.
I, Deborah Rohani Charlie Chan, NRIC number 880905135216, do solemnly promise to participate in Yayasan Bantuan Guaman Kebangsaan program as and when required to do so, namely 20 YBGK cases in the first 12 months of practice.
Thank you.
Much obliged, my lord.
Yang Arif, next application for advocate admission, number 2, KCS-18-6/2-2021, Ng Wei Hong.
Okay. Good morning. May it please Yang Arif. I am Antonio Sim Bik Kyong. I am for the petitioner today. And my learned friend, Mr. Sufyan Tamizi bin Muhammad Tajudin, is for SAG. And my learned friend, Mr. Sajid Singh Kara, is for the Advocate Association of Sarawak.
May it please, Yang Arif.
Okay. If I may proceed, Yang Arif. Today is for hearing of the petitioner to be enrolled as an advocate in Sarawak. The petitioner was born in Sarawak and in Miri, and had obtained his Bachelor of Law degree for the University of London in August 2017, and has also obtained his CLP from the Legal Profession Qualifying Board of Malaysia in October 2019. He has commenced his privilege in my chamber, and for myself, I have been practicing for more than 5 years as an advocate in Sarawak. And the necessary undertaking had been given in the petition for the petitioner to attain the necessary practice and ethic course and the advocacy training. The petitioner is an undischarged bankrupt, right? Not had been disbarred or suspended or struck off in any manner to practice as an advocate. I would say that the petitioner is a good character and a fit and proper person to be admitted and enrolled as an advocate of the High Court in Sabah and Sarawak. Is qualified to be admitted under Section 4(1)(cb) of the Advocate Ordinance, and that he has completed his privilege period as prescribed under Section 4(1)(a) (small a) of the Advocate Ordinance. As such, Yang Arif, I would pray that the petitioner be admitted and enrolled as an advocate of the High Court of Sabah and Sarawak. May I please, Yang Arif? Thank you.
No objection from us, Yang Arif.
No objection from the Advocate Association as well, Yang Arif.
On the materials before me, I am satisfied that the petitioner is a fit and proper person to be admitted to the roles of advocate of High Court Sabah and Sarawak in the state of Sarawak upon payment of the prescribed fees. Yeah. You may put on your robe, yeah?
Probing session.
Yeah, Arif, I will now put robe myself.
YBG case undertaking.
I, Ng Wei Hong, NRIC number 950413136117, do solemnly promise to participate in Yayasan Bantuan Guaman Kebangsaan YBGK program as and when required to do so, namely 20 YBGK cases in the first 12 months of practice.
Thank you.
Yang Arif, next application for advocate
Okay,
admission
Arif.
3. KCH-18-7/2-2021 Alpha Anak Dragam.
My name is Elia Lau, appearing for the petitioner Alpha Anak Dragam, to move this petition for admission onto the role as an advocate of the High Court in Sabah and Sarawak. My Lord, your petitioner was born on the 29th of March 1984 in the nation of Brunei, the abode of peace, and is the second daughter of Mr. Dragam Anak Lunda and Madam Josephine Anak Gayau. The petitioner has established her Sarawak connection for the purpose of the advocate's ordinance, and indeed, she is a daughter of the Longhouse, namely Rumah Bernal of Kapit, Sarawak. Your petitioner has been conferred the Diploma in Public Administration in the year of 2005 and degree of Bachelor of Administration Science in 2007 from University Technology of Mara. And upon completion of her study as a Registrar of Sessions Court, not merely for the pride and divinity attached to the judgeship, but for the satisfaction of her doing justice for this nation. Over the past years, the petitioner used to hear cases in the subordinate courts across Peninsular Malaysia and once served in the registry of the Court of Appeal in Putrajaya. During her service in the judiciary, the petitioner utilized the opportunity to further her study at University Technology Mara again, but as an off-campus part-time student, and subsequently completed her bachelor's degree in legal studies with honors in 2013 and bachelor's degree of law with honors in 2014. After another 3 years of service at the Sessions Court Sepang Selangor, your adventurous petitioner decided to take leave from her judiciary post, temporarily, if not otherwise, Ms. Jacqueline Tiong of Susanna and La Advocates, Cebu, since 8th of October 2019. My Lord, I now come to the appreciation, acknowledgement, and recognition part of the speech. First and foremost, your petitioner would like to give thanks with a grateful heart to the Almighty God for all the blessings He has showered upon the petitioner. And certainly without derogation, the petitioner wished to record and register her gratitude to her parents and family members for constantly being there, showing unwavering support and unyielding belief in her throughout her ups and downs, and also ensured her with a place to seek refuge, love, and care, and guaranteed her with unconditional financial and emotional supports. My Lord, a petitioner would also like to express her appreciation towards her pupil master, Miss Jacqueline Tiong, and a special shout out to my learned friend for their guidance and advice rendered throughout her pupillage. It is right to say and to bear in mind that let no one despise you for your youth, but set them an example in speech, in conduct, in love, in faith, in purity of this noble profession. My Lord, I confidently believe that the petitioner is a fit and proper person to be admitted and enrolled as an advocate of the High Court of Sabah and Sarawak. I also believe all the petitioner's papers are in order, and that my learned friends from the State Attorney General's Chambers, Mr. Supian Tamizi, and the Advocates Association of Sarawak, Mr. Savzit Singh Karira, respectively, have no objections to this petition. Therefore, my Lord, I humbly pray and move this Honourable Court to enroll the petitioner, Alpha Anak Dragam, as an advocate of the High Court of Sabah and Sarawak.
Yang Arif, I confirm that we have no objection.
Young Arif, though we were not introduced at the offset, the Advocate Association has no objection, you know. Young Arif.
On the materials before me, I am satisfied that the petitioner is a fit and a proper person to be admitted to the roles of advocate of the High Court of Sabah and Sarawak in the state of Sarawak upon the payment of the prescribed fees.
Much obliged, my Lord. And if your Lordship be pleased, I humbly pray that Miss Alpha Anak Dragam be allowed to rob herself.
You may, please.
Session. YBG case undertaking.
I, Alpha Nadragam, and RIC number 840329715004, do solemnly promise to participate in Yayasan Bantuan Government Kebangsaan YBGK program as and when required to do so, namely 20 YBGK cases in the first 12 months of practice.
Thank you.
Much obliged, Yang Arif.
Much obliged, my Lord.
Obliged.
Arif, next application for advocate admission number 4, case she has -18-9/3-2021, Alexander Ling Chung Tian.
May it please your Lordship, I'm Vivian Lim, appearing for the petitioner, Alexander Ling Chong Chen. My learned friend, Mr. Supian Tarmizi, is for the Sarawak Attorney General's Chambers.
Please, Yang Arif.
And my learned friend, Mr. Sabjit Singh Khaira, is for the Advocates Association of Sarawak.
May it please, Young Arif.
Before I proceed, my Lord, does your Lordship have the amended petition enclosure 7, which is the petitioner's finalized version of the petition?
Yeah.
Then, if I may proceed. My Lord, the petitioner has Sarawak connection by being born in Cebu, Sarawak. The petitioner read law at the University of Manchester and graduated in the year 2012. He then had a short stint as an auditor at PricewaterhouseCoopers before he then braved himself and completed his certificate of legal practice in December 2019. The petitioner then commenced pupillage on the 2nd of March 2020 under the tutelage of Mr. David Kwok Hampe of Messrs. Wong Orlando Choi and Kwok Advocates. And the petitioner has diligently attended and served his pupillage for a period of 1 year. The petitioner is of good character and is a fit and proper person to be admitted and enrolled as an advocate of the High Court in Sabah and Sarawak. And the petitioner undertakes to attend and complete the Yayasan Bantuan Guaman course, the etiquette course, and the advocacy training course as well. I believe that all the petitioner's papers are all in order and that my learned friends from their respective bodies have no objection to the amended petition. The premises, my lord, I humbly pray for the petitioner to be admitted and enrolled as an advocate of the High Court in Sabah and Sarawak.
Yang Arif, I confirm that Yang Arif, no objection from the chambers.
The Advocate Association of Sarawak has no objection to the petition, my lord.
On the materials before me, I am satisfied that the petitioner is a fit and proper person to be admitted to the roles of advocate of High Court Sabah and Sarawak in the state of Sarawak upon payment of the prescribed fees.
Much obliged, my lord.
Much obliged.
Probing session. YBG case undertaking.
I, Alexander Ling Chung Chiang, NRIC number 850625135513, do solemnly promise to participate in Yayasan Bantuan Guaman Kebangsaan program as and when required to do so, namely 20 YBGK cases in the first 12 months of practice.
Thank you.
Yang Arif, next application for advocate admission number 5, KCH-18-10/3-2021, Masni binti Julaihi.
Yeah.
Unmute.
Again, my lord, if I may please, record, my lord. My name is Abdul Rahman bin Muhammad Hazmi. I'm for the petitioner. Mr. Sabjit Singh Kaira is for the Advocate Association of Sarawak.
May please, Yang Arif.
And Mr. Sufyan Tarmizi bin Muhammad Tazuddin is for the State Attorney General of Sarawak, Chambers of Sarawak. My lord, today is for the hearing of the petition of the petitioner by the name of Masni binti Julaihi. She is a graduate in Bachelor of Laws from University of Technology Mara in 2013. She has completed her 12-month pupillage at the Sarawak Attorney General Chambers. And in lieu of the advocacy training course, she attended the Criminal Law Conference in November 2019, organized by the Advocate Association of Sarawak. She undertook to attend the ethics course yet to be conducted by the Advocate Association of Sarawak. I believe that the papers are all in good order, and having gone through the necessary processes, she is a proper person to be admitted to the bar if there is no objection from the Advocate Association of Sarawak as well as that of the State Attorney General Chambers of Sarawak. I pray that she be so enrolled as an advocate of the High Court of Sabah and Sarawak in Sarawak, my lord.
Yang Arif, we supported her petition.
The Advocate Association of Sarawak has no objection to the admission, Yang Arif.
Well, my lord.
On the materials before me, I am satisfied that the petitioner is a fit and proper person to be admitted to the roles of advocate of the High Court, Sabah and Sarawak in the state of Sarawak upon payment of the prescribed fees. Yeah, you may now put on your robe.
Arif, I will now robe myself.
Slowly.
YBG case undertaking.
I, Masni binti Julaihi, NRIC number 671124135116, do solemnly promise to participate in Yayasan Bantuan Guaman Kebangsaan YBGK program as and when required to do so, namely 20 YBGK cases in the first 12 months of practice.
Thank you.
Yang Arif, next application for advocate admission number 6, case she has -18-11/3-2021, Kwa Wee Tong.
May I please your lordship? My name is Christopher He, appearing for the petitioner, and my learned friend, Mr. Supian Tamizi, for the SAG, and my learned friend, Mr. Sajid Singh, is for the AAS.
May it please, Yang Arif.
I shall proceed with the petition. Now, my lord, the petitioner is a citizen of Republic of Singapore, though married to a Sarawakian since 1990. Now, he has resided in Sarawak since 1993, i.e. more than 5 years, as required under right? Now, your petitioner obtained the LLB in 1986, admitted to the Middle Temple Bar in England and Wales in 1987, then thereafter admitted to as a solicitor, advocate and solicitor of the Supreme Court of Singapore in 1989. Now, your petitioner commenced the pupillage since June 2020, and with the exemption of 3 months, his pupillage period was completed on the 9th of March this year. And he has given the necessary undertakings for the attendance for advocacy training course, the etiquette course, as well as the YBGK training course. And he has not been disbarred, struck off, suspended, or in any other way disentitled to practice as an advocate. Not an undischarged bankrupt. And with the testimonials produced as evidence, I humbly submit that the petitioner is of good character and a fit and proper person to be admitted and enrolled as an advocate of the High Court of Sabah and Sarawak in the state of Sarawak. Now, my lord, I believe the papers are in order and subject to the non-objection from the SAG as well as the AAS. I humbly pray for order in terms of the petition.
Yang Arif, the Chambers has no objection to the petition.
The Advocate Association has no objection to the petition, Yang Arif.
On the materials before me, I am satisfied that the petitioner is a fit and a proper person to be admitted to the roles of advocate of Sabah and Sarawak, High Court Sabah and Sarawak, in the state of Sarawak upon payment of the prescribed fees.
Much obliged, my lord.
For being in session.
Okay. Young Arif, I shall now look myself.
YBG case undertaking.
I, Kuo Wee Tong, Singapore passport E6732072E, Malaysian permanent residence, my PRID 621020665029, do solemnly promise to participate in the YBGK program, YBGK cases in the first 12 months of practice.
Thank you.
Much obliged, my lord.
Young Arif, last application for advocate admission, number 7, KCH-18-12/3-2021, Tiong Hui Ching.
May I please Arif? My name is Nancy Kuei Zifeng, appearing for the petitioner. And joining me this morning is my learned colleague, Mr. Supian Hamizi, from the State Attorney General's Chambers. And also my learned friend, Mr. Sabit Singh, for the Advocate Association of Sarawak.
May please, Young Arif.
Young Arif, today is fixed for hearing of Ms. Tiong Hui Ching, the petitioner, for her enrollment as an advocate to the High Court of Sabah in Sarawak for the state of Sarawak. Young Arif, may I refer Young Arif to enclosure 10, which is the amended petition, which was filed on the 1st of April 2021. Young Arif, the petitioner is born in Marudi, Sarawak, and has Sarawak connections and has not lost her connections, Sarawakian status connections. The petitioner has graduated with a Bachelor of Laws from the University of London in 1997, and thereafter was admitted and enrolled as an advocate and solicitor of the High Court of Malaya in 1999. And thereafter, the petitioner has practiced in Kuala Lumpur for several years. She began her legal journey as a conveyancing lawyer in a small firm in Kuala Lumpur. And since then, she has spent for about 26 years of practice in Kuala Lumpur. And she has decided to return home to Sarawak and commence her pupillage with under my chamber under my firm. The Lordship, her commencement of the pupillage began on January 2020, and she has then successfully obtained for a 6-month exemption, was granted on the 21st of January 2021. And she's also completed her pupillage service for 6 months, commencing from July 2020 until January 2021. Petitioner has yet to attend and complete the ethics course and the advocacy training course. However, she has already given undertaking to complete the same within the given time period. Young Arif, the petitioner also has not been disbarred, struck off, suspended, or in any manner disentitled to practice as an advocate or solicitor, or whatever name and style is designated in any territory in the Commonwealth or elsewhere, and is not subject to any criminal proceedings or not subject to any bankruptcy proceedings as well. The petitioner is a person with good character and she is fit and proper to be admitted and enrolled as an advocate of the High Court in Sabah and Sarawak. Your Lordship, I'm confident that Ms. Tiong is a valuable addition to our legal fraternity, and we stand to benefit from her experience and skills that she has spent in of 26 years in West Malaysia. And therefore, I would like to believe that there will be no objections from my learned friends from the SAG and FAS for enrollment as an advocate.
Yang Arif, I confirm that we have no objection to the petition.
Advocate Association has no objection to the petition, Yang Arif.
On the materials before me, I am satisfied that the petitioner is a fit and proper person to be admitted to the roles of advocates of the High Court of Sabah and Sarawak in the state of Sarawak upon payment of the prescribed fees. Yeah, you may rope. You may put your...
Yeah, Arif, I shall now rob myself.
YBG case undertaking.
Okay. I, Tiong Hui Ching, IC number 731203-135490, do solemnly promise to participate in Yayasan Bantuan Guaman Kebangsaan YBGK program as and when required to do so, namely 20 YBGK cases in the first 12 months of practice.
Thank you.
We have completed the admission hearing for today, and we shall now proceed to hear a speech by His Lordship Justice Dr. Haji Alwi bin Haji Abdul Wahab.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera and a very good morning. Tuan Supian Tarmizi bin Muhammad Tazuddin, representing the State Attorney General of Sarawak, Mr. Sabjit Singh Khaira, representing the Advocate Associations of Sarawak, Deputy Registrar of the High Court, Puan Shafiza, the petitioners, movers, petitioners, and all the family members of the petitioners who are watching this live telecast, hearing of the advocate's admission to the High Court of Sabah and Sarawak. To those who are just called to the bar a moment ago, namely Deborah Chow Lee Chuan, Eng Wei Hong, Alpha Anak Dragam, Alexander Ling Chung Chian, Mazni binti Julahi, Kwah Hui Tong, and Tiong Hui Ching. Let me first congratulate all of you for your admission to the roles of Advocate of Sarawak. We all know what tremendous effort it takes for you to complete law school and thereafter a 12 months period of pupillage training before you could have reached this stage. You should remember that although your admission today is the culmination of years of personal effort, you would not be here today, but for the people around you. In this regard, I would also like to extend my warmest congratulations to your proud parents, family members, friends, lecturers, colleges, and your pupil masters who have guided, supported, and invested in your personal and professional lives. The COVID-19 is not only global pandemic and public health crisis, it has also severely affected the global economy and financial markets. The court and the legal profession are no exception. in facing these new challenges in our daily practice during this trying time. Towards this end, the court has taken some initiatives and implement some measures by placing some importance on the use of digital technology. With the recent amendment to the Court of Judicature Act 1964, the Subordinate Court Act 1948, and the Subordinate Court Rules Act 1955, the court may now conduct the civil hearing and in limited criminal cases via video conferencing and other digital technologies and tools. This would help to reduce interactions and personal contacts between individuals to flatten the curve and slowing down the spread of the virus. Social distancing has now become the new norm. In the light of this new normal, this hearing of the advocate's admission is being conducted through Zoom application involving petitioners from various stations such as Kuching, Cebu, Miri, and Bintulu. In fact, this is the second time of such online hearing being conducted after it first inaugurated in January this year. Today's event is a milestone indeed, as you are now embarking on this new journey in the legal profession, which we always regard as an honorable profession. It must be remembered that this journey is just the beginning of a long, winding, and rough road. Soon, you may start your own practice or may join any legal firm of your choice. And that is when you will experience the ups and downs and the true realities of legal practice. In the process, you will no doubt be appearing in court and your skill as advocates will be put to a test. As it is usual on an occasion like this, let me say a few words of advice to you as new advocates. In order to preserve the good name of the profession and to sustain the confidence of the public, you must conduct yourself both in and outside court with your clients and fellow practitioners with courtesy, proper decorum, and the highest standard, and above all, with integrity. In this context, integrity means doing the right thing and with honesty at all times and in all circumstances. Success may come and go, but integrity will last forever. Building a reputation of integrity takes years, but it only takes a second to destroy it. The public expects and has a right to expect the highest degree of integrity from you as the members of the bar. Your admission to the bar carries with it very wondrous responsibilities, both to your clients and to the court, and above all, to the administration of justice. Your duties to your client and to the court may sometimes be in conflict. If that happens, your duties to the court would prevail because they affect the administration of justice. Always bear this in the forefront of your minds at all times. As the officers of the court, you have to shoulder the responsibility to uphold the rule of law. Conduct yourself with due regard to the overriding interests of justice. The court depends upon the advocates appearing before it for all the assistance it can get. And if it does not get the assistance in full measure, the task of judges is made immeasurably difficult. When you are in this profession, you cannot avoid coming into contact with people from all walks of life, as you are sought after to deal with a wide range of problems. It is therefore imperative that you must bring to the performance of your functions
all the good qualities which is conducive to the elevation of the profession in the estimation of the public whom you serve. There is no harm of being humble. Pride can be the foundation of failure. Humility requires you to respect others, including your clients, listen to their problems attentively, and act accordingly based on the provisions of the law. It goes without saying, you must be passionate about what you are doing so that you will be able to enjoy it. Never stop learning. A lawyer can never truthfully say that he has learned enough, as this profession requires a lifelong learning. Learn new things to keep abreast with the new knowledge and skill, which invariably will lead you to the much needed wisdom and in your endeavors to uphold law and justice. To be a competent and successful lawyer, there is no shortcut. Work hard to secure your place in this industry. Improve and hone your drafting and also your advocacy skills. When you are successful in what you are doing, remember to always have a heart for the poor. Laws is not about fees, but it is about service and responsibility to serve. Assist those in need and serve them in whatever way you can. Pro bono work is commendable as it is selfless, generous, and therefore worthy of your efforts. It is, after all, giving it back to the society what you had gained through this noble profession. In closing, once again, on behalf of the court and the Malaysian judiciary, I congratulate you and wish you all the best as you embark on what I hope will be an enjoyable and fulfilling career in law. The court will now adjourn. Thank you.
Court adjourns.
All right, I request everyone to stay seated. We'll be having a photography session in a while. Make sure everyone can be seen. We'll have two sessions, one with the movers, and after that we'll have the movers move away, and one only with the petitioners. We'll start off with one with the movers first. All right, Kuching Court, if you're ready, you can admit Yang Arif now. Right, make sure everyone can be seen. Stop moving, minimize your movement.
Can we do without the mask, or or should we do with the mask?
It's up to you. I think it would be better if you take off your mask, just for the photo session. Yang Arif will have two sessions, Yang Arif. One with the mover and one without the mover. All right, everyone stand by. All right, make sure you can be seen. 1, 2. All right, one more. Hold on, 1, 2. All right, we'll have one with only the petitioners now. Can I have the movers?
Mover for the bar. Okay.
Ready? Ready, all right? 1, 2. One more. 1, 2. All right. All right. Thank you, Arif.
Thank you, Arif. Much obliged.
Thank you, Mr. Supian. Thank you, Mr. Sajid.
Thank
For
you.
the petitioners, for the petitioners, I need you to stay online. We will be having a briefing for the petitioners.
Mover Deborah.
Masuk hanya pada sekejap.
Mover bang.
Puan Lee, you can move, Okay. Okay.
Ame, can we stop the live for the briefing?